Up guys, you welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you are new here, my name is Adekunle Ifeoluwa. If you are an old subscriber, thank you for tuning in again. So guys, today I'll be giving you a detailed and explanatory way on how to draw your brows. Yes, one of my subscribers dropped a comment saying he wanted me to give a tutorial on how to achieve flawless looking brows, and today is a lucky day. Of course, I have to make videos that my subscribers need. So I'll be showing you how to achieve these beautiful, perfect looking brows on my face. Not too dark, not too light. And if this is something you like to watch, kindly keep on watching. Brow tamer. This is the Orex brow tamer. You need an angle liner brush. This is the flat brush and the angle liner. The flat brush is from Ras Cosmetics. That's by LiQWYD, if you know. And this is also an angle liner brush that I got. I like it because it is very slim at the tip. You need sharp pencils, very sharp pencils, because how sharp your pencil is determines the strokes that will come out when you are using it. So this is the Davis pencil. We all know the Davis pencil in Note 3, and this is a pencil I'm recently loving. This is the LiQWYD Cosmetics pencil, and it is very nice too. A powder, it can be a finishing powder, it can be a setting powder, it can be a compact powder. Any powder will work. You will need your concealers. So I'll be using these two concealers, and they are from LA Girl Pro concealers. You also need your mascara wand. The first thing you have to do is to brush up your brows with your mascara wand. In getting to know where the arc of your brows are is where your brow bone is. So you have to check your brow bone to know where it is more prominent. Where do you feel like you can feel it properly? That is where your arc is. I'll be using my brow tamer to brush up my brows, then also press it down just to give it that slicky effect. Straight into my powder, I will use a wedge to apply it on those brows to mattify the brows, then go into my pencil. I'll start drawing my first outline from the arc of my brows. That is where my brow bone is, and I will lightly draw it out. After this, I'll raise up my eyelids just to know where the brow should stop. So that is what I'm doing there. Then I will join it with the front. And you want to draw a second outline, but you'll not be starting from the beginning of your brows. You'll be starting from the middle here. While starting from the middle, try to make sure your strokes are light. Also, you want to make sure that where the arc of your brows are beneath, they rhyme with what is on top. So that's what I'm trying to show you there. They correspond with each other. Then after that, you gently bring it down. Guys, make sure your strokes are light and your outline is very light. Lightly. This is majorly the reason why you need a very sharp pencil, because you want to make sure the strokes are hair-like. You want them to look as natural as possible. You don't want them to look so dark. So fill it in lightly. You go into your mascara wand to brush in your brows properly to make sure everything rhymes together. And after this, you go right into your concealer to conceal your brows. Guys, you have to be very careful at this stage, and this is why I love a flat brush, because it makes it very precise. So I'm using the lighter shade here in concealing under my brows. Then right now I'm using the darker shade for the beginning. And the reason why I'm using the darker shade is when I'm ready to contour my nose, everything rhymes together, and it also makes it look very natural. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to the top of my brows. I will carefully clean it up with the dark concealer. You don't want your brows to look ashy or look very light, so you want to use a concealer that is dark on top of it. Into your blending brush. You use this blending brush to clean out the concealer. You go into the lighter shade first before the darker shade. Blend it into your skin so that it can look as natural as possible. Now you have your first brow done and dusted. It looks good, right? So let's get right into the second one. For the second one, just again, I'm brushing up my brows. Then I'll go into the brow tamer to apply it. Then after I'm done with that, I press it down to make it sleek. Then I go into a powder to mattify it, not to make it look oily. Then now I'm using my Milai pencil, and like I said, you start drawing from the arc of your brows. That is where your brow bone is. Then you join it with the front. That's your first outline. Now we are drawing the second outline. You draw the top, make sure the arc under and the second one, they correspond with each other. Then you fill it in lightly. You can see the way I'm doing my hands, very lightly, guys. And after you're done with this, you brush up your brows again to make sure everything rhymes together and it looks good. And once you are done, you go into your concealer, the lighter shade first. You put that under the side where the arc of your brows is. Make sure you make it very precise. Make sure your brush is very flat so that it can give you that nice feel that you want to it, and the concealer can conceal it properly. Then you go into a darker shade at the beginning, just to make it look as natural as possible, and also to make it easier for your contour to work. Then once you're done with this, you press the brush to the top of your brows to clean up the excess on top of the brows, just to make sure it looks as precise as possible and also as natural as possible. So it is that simple, guys, very simple. And what you just need is practice. So just make sure your hands are steady and you'll surely get what you want. So right now I'm blending in the concealer so that they don't stand out and look oily. So blending it into my skin, and you have it, guys. Perfect looking brows, very simple, very nice. This is the first one and this is the second one, and like they said, brows should be sisters, but now these are looking like twins. So guys, we have come to the end of this video, and I hope you learned a thing or two. And also, guys, please, practice and consistency is what you need on achieving flawless, perfect looking brows. If you don't practice, you can't be a pro. So I'm sure by the time you practice drawing your brows 3 to 5 times, you will surely get an angle on how to get perfect brows. So guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Also share to your friends that you know that they need to learn how to draw their brows. So guys, till next time, bye.